All right, we have everybody back. Let's go ahead and get back to horrible roachling dungeon.
I think roachlings are like secondary to the whole affair.
I'm not 100% sure we weren't just bullying these roaches.
Oh, we totally were.
To be fair, we walked into their house and just murdered them all. So
I mean, they
not
shot at us
roaches who
first.
care.
I'm almost certain of.
Yeah, it's like we weren't coming in here looking to thump some heads.
So Nodal's outlook then is you can break into somebody's house.
Yeah.
And you're not at fault until you shoot them first.
It's literal castle doctrine, Nodal.
Yeah.
This is a literal castle. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, hey man, if you want to turn this into a situation where you can defend yourself, go ahead, but then you better not miss.
So Red returns with Bronzel.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do with him?
Any professional opinion about any of this stuff out here?
Make an insight check.
That would be a 16.
I need a book that's on the shelf. Way back here in the tunnel. Sorry, my office was kind of a wreck when I got back from gaming last night. I'm like, you know what? I should just clean up in here. But that means putting all the books back on the shelf, and of course now I need all the books. So.
Oops, bad news. It's that one fatal book, and now I'm gonna need to know everyone's anal circumferences.
Oh my god, why, Nodal?
What?
You monster.
So, Bronzel starts examining some of the debris, some of these broken instruments and things. And you watch him for a few minutes as he's going over them. That was the sound of the book hitting the floor, by the way.
Let the books hit the floor.
And, Red, you suddenly realize Bronzel's doing an amazingly good job examining a lot of these instruments with no light. The torch is on the far other end of the room, on the other side of the piano, as Bronzel is conducting his examinations here.
Don't play the piano. That's
No, play the piano.
No.
Do I know that humans don't have dark vision? I feel like by this point I probably have figured it out, leading these people.
That's up to you. I mean, you've definitely observed that the humans had difficulty seeing without light.
I figure I've at this point attributed it to being their eyes are about as good as Adrex's.
Okay. But yeah, Bronzel's having no difficulty looking over these pieces. And he starts talking about perhaps the history of them. He's familiar with some of the drow instrument makers, and he points out some of the maker's marks on a few of them.
Oh, hey, Raazu, why don't you give us a hand and bring the light over?
Raazu will bring the light over.
Okay.
Any better?
And he tells you, yes, that's much better. Thank you. But you can tell that he doesn't actually need this light to see. And you make your way north, and he gets up to the piano, and that's when Adrex and Wendy have an argument about whether or not he should play it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He starts examining the piano, and he runs his handle on the top of it. He asks if you've opened it yet.
No, but he tried to play it and didn't do a very good job of it. Surprised he didn't hear it from over here.
He tells you this is a very sophisticated instrument. He's not surprised that Adrex doesn't have the proper training to play it. Alas, neither does he, unfortunately. But he points out where there's a locked metal clasp. If you had the proper key, you could unlock it and open the top of the piano and see the incredibly intricate workings inside of it.
Oh, we're really good at having the
Raazu steps over next to Red, puts an arm around his shoulder. We have a great key.
And Bronzel takes a step
Thieves'
back.
tools? Oh, it's almost a 20.
You know, almost 20's worth.
Yep.
19.
11.
11. And this isn't meant to be like a secure lock. It's pretty much just a simple latch in order to keep the closing mechanism in place. It's not really intended to keep people out of it. So almost effortlessly, you get in there with your tools, pop the little lock, and now you could lift the lid up.
Yeah, let's lift it up.
Swarm of bats.
And you see the incredibly intricate inner workings of this piano. This is machinery that is of excellent craftsmanship. And it would take... I mean, you guys have never seen anything like it until you fought the clockwork assholes upstairs.
Hey, Adrex, press one of those buttons again. I want to see what happens.
Bong.
Make a charisma saving throw.
You get +3 to this.
14.
14. Adrex, what is your charisma score?
Oh no. What's my charisma score?
Yeah.
Why is Birdie... Is he breakdancing over there? What's going on?
I'm spinning around in
18.
circles while playing the flute.
What's Adrex's charisma score?
18.
18. Reduce it to 17 and make all appropriate
Boo!
adjustments.
Boo!
Doers.
Give yourself the musical instrument piano skill. As you push a button, I mean, you're thinking this is going to be bad. You're still sad from the last time you tried to play it.
Mm.
But you press down the button, or the key, I guess. We're saying button like we're all assholes. They're called keys on a piano. And Red, looking in the inside, you see where the piano key depresses and part of it strikes the chord, and the vibration of it creates sound. And Adrex, you feel something very strange overcome you, and it feels like part of this piano seeps into your person. And Adrex very suddenly begins playing very skillfully and very beautifully this sad, haunting melody that fills and echoes throughout the room.
Whoa.
Got better at the piano.
Yeah. Like, it usually takes some time to learn something like that, eh?
And as you guys are speaking, Bronzel holds up his hand to quiet you so that he may listen to the melody. Adrex, as you're playing, you come to the end of your song, and you realize some of the keys you're playing on feel loose. Bronzel applauds at your skill. He says, "My apologies. I misjudged you, friend. That was beautiful."
Where'd you learn that song?
You've never heard that song before in your life.
I gotta say, it doesn't seem that hard to play a piano then, Bronzel.
It's not exactly a lute when you can't carry it with you, but no, that has an amazing sound.
I don't
Birdie.
remember.
Birdie hands him the flute and says, "Now do this."
And Adrex blows into the flute.
It's got Birdie spit all over it.
I was
It
gonna
sounds
say,
like
Adrex
Adrex
puts his
blowing into a
mouth
flute.
on the wrong end.
He sucks into it. It goes into his throat. Like a Daffy Duck cartoon.
I don't remember that song at all, actually.
Alright, this shit's magic.
Also, some of these keys are loose. Bong, bong, bong.
Does it, when he pushes one of the loose keys, does it kind of sound flat or something weird like that?
Doesn't sound any different, but you could demonstrate pushing down one of the keys, and you can see that it wiggles back and forth, whereas most of them are set in place.
Birdie
Try
pulls out,
removing it.
Birdie pulls
Yeah,
out his
sure.
knife to pry out one of the keys.
Hey, come on.
There's not
No.
space to fit a knife in there to pry it loose.
It's a nice.
You'd have to use
instrument.
more delicate instruments.
Like my Thieves' Tools kit.
That's exactly what you'd have to use, yes.
You solved my key puzzle.
Okay, well, I'll get it loose with my thieves' tools.
Okay. And after a moment, you feel the thing pop loose. And it doesn't feel like you broke it. It feels like it's intended. And it slides out. So you're holding this white piano key. And coming off the back of it is a metal protrusion about 3 inches long. And on the end of that protrusion is a shape. Roll a d6.
That is a 1, sir.
A 1? Is that what you wanted to roll?
Take 1 psychic damage.
It's the plain music room.
I have to do some
Play
Photoshop
piano room.
shizzle real quick.
What do you think that is, Ivory?
All I know is we keep running into bone weapons.
So, you have the piano key with this 3-inch long, very thin metal protrusion, about the diameter of Red's wire. It looks like it would be pliable, but it's not floppy. It's not coiling up on its own. And at the end of the protrusion is this shape.
It's a gun.
So this is the cross section of the end of this metal protrusion.
So
Okay.
we'll call it the L key. Suddenly we're in Resident Evil. Okay. L key.
Do you
I
think
thought
this
this is-
key is a key?
That seems silly and accurate.
Well,
Where were the others, Adrex?
Adrex is able to
Bong,
identify 5 other
bong,
keys that have the similar
Bong,
looseness.
bong, bong.
I'll pry them all loose.
Okay? And after a few minutes of work, Birdie, one by one, removes all these keys. And Adrex does another quick once over to ensure that he feels no more are loose. There are 6 in total. That's the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. This is the fourth one. This is the fifth one. And this is the sixth one. So you have these 6 keys with these cross sections on them. Each at the end of about a 3-inch long, slender metal length like wire.
Hey, Birdie, take out one of the keys that's fixed, that isn't loose.
You are very confident you cannot do that without damaging the instrument.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to compare them, but...
I mean, I can do it.
Bronze won't let you. He's just like, no, it's too valuable.
I mean, it's
So
not like
what
we can
is,
carry the piano with us.
Do they feel like they fit together?
What do you mean by fit together?
Like, kind of like you would hold 2 of them next to one another and it would kind of snap together?
They don't snap together, no. Like Lego blocks or anything, no. There's no interlocking pieces.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can play with them and then maybe we can play with them later, maybe figure out what they're doing. But for the meantime, we should probably continue
hold
to
on
this
to 'em.
place. Yeah. Yeah. So let's walk Bronzel back to the back to I guess it's more safe and near the campfire in the entryway. So I guess.
Yeah,
I guess
Red
it's
told
safe.
them that it's been made safe, so the peoples are back out here now.
Okay. So once we walk Bronzel back, we'll guess we'll continue heading on in this direction.
That's not me.
Hey, that ain't me.
Adrex is trying to come up with lyrics for the song that you played.
But all I can think is Hollaback Girl.
How is he doing this? Like, is he just contemplating it? Is he just like recounting the melody?
He's recounting the melody and trying to audibly come up with lyrics that fit.
I'll whistle it for you.
Like,
Make
Wes,
a
Phyllis.
Bum, bum,
call it-
bum, 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 bum.
Intelligence plus your piano proficiency.
Ba, ba, ba,
So,
ba, ba, ba,
plus
ba, ba,
0,
ba, ba, ba,
plus
ba, ba.
nope.
7?
Proficiency is I think 7.
Yeah, you come up with some dumb
Yeah.
shit about Old McDonald.
Old
Red, this door here-
McDonald was a drop.
Does not look locked and does not look trapped.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's make sure everybody's ready. Have a dagger out and open it.
Adrex, I liked it better when it was just the music and the instrument and not your singing.
Listen.
And it's a large empty hallway connecting this path with the northeast stairs. This is the one that led down into the dungeon level. You guys got here previously by climbing up to the second floor and coming down from the second floor.
Yeah.
So this is above the zombie chamber. Looks like about the same dimensions. I'm gonna just investigate this door.
Okay, it's a double doors. They look identical to the ones on the south, except these ones haven't been partially destroyed. These ones look closed and secure, but not locked.
Birdie's gonna push them open and stick his head in.
Okay. And you look into the room.
Okay. I'm not falling for that again.
And then this door opens up into the center
Yep.
landing of this spiral staircase.
So is there anywhere else aside from on the other side of that door that the god wanted us to pay for with blood that we haven't been?
Well, she actually did not specify that she would open the door.
That's true.
Yeah, she said she would give us knowledge.
I can't think of any other place, but I might be forgetting somewhere.
See, there was the dead body in the bedroom in, I guess, the guest hall or guest quarters upstairs. There was, like you said, the prisoner that they had in the torture room.
So going down this stairway leads to the zombie chamber, which has no other exits. Going up this chamber, up the stairway leads to the
Second floor.
second floor across, which you can get through the clock chamber for another stairway up to the heat door. I think that's everything. So heat door?
Should we start trying to think of somewhere where we could have missed something? Where a room would make sense to be, but isn't?
Possibly. That might be the best decision.
Yes, thank you. McDohl.
As
Treble, rather.
I think he just lays down tiles just to fuck with you. Personally.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he does too. But at the same time,
See, how do we not metagame in her?
Oh,
I don't give a shit about metagaming.
I mean, the only other thing I can think of is trying to do something with or about that banshee, or climb down into the spider pit.
It's Dungeons and Dragons. Mapmaker has been part of the party for 15 years.
15, so they didn't introduce it until the game was already like 15 years old.
Oh, real quick, Brick, could you, screw off?
Can I what?
What?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
I wouldn't want to be rude.
Okay.
Shall we head upstairs then? And can we take a look at the next?
Which floor do you want to look at?
Next floor up, the one with the bedrooms
Okay.
and overlooking the musical room.
Oh,
Wait, there was a door here we didn't check?
yeah.
Yeah, the big old chained up one. And
Oh,
this is
that's
the one
right. I remember the chain room.
I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah, so this is the one where we need to go backwards and.
All right, yeah, let's go check that out.
How do you get there? Just up the stairs? And then
Yeah, just head up the stairs here and then go
Okay.
there.
who's heading up these stairs first?
Wendy will go.
Red. Oh, okay.
Wendy takes a few steps
When
up
you
the
can't
stairs.
see anything, let Red go in the.
It's
in front.
fine.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
I won't be able to see anything no matter which way I go.
You get +3 to this.
All right.
Wait, who's actually making it? I think Wendy pushed ahead of me, didn't she?
Yeah, Wendy's
Yeah, I'm going.
first.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Take a couple steps up the stairs, and then you just don't want to anymore. You're thinking,
Alright.
there's nothing up these stairs.
Oh, actually, Red, you can go. I don't wanna.
Okay.
What? You don't wanna? What?
You don't wanna.
So I head up the stairs.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Is this against a spell or magic?
Gray area.
Roll at 1.5 advantage.
Make the save, and I'll work it on my end.
Did anyone see which of these dice I rolled?
It was a 2.
Okay, that's a 6.
A 6.
Trouble if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
You have the same issue. You start walking up the stairs, and then suddenly just all desire to climb these stairs just completely fades away. It's like you just don't want to.
Well, there's probably another way around.
Yeah, we can just
Like
go.
this is probably not the best way to get up there. We can just go around. Goes back
Yeah,
up.
I'll just climb that rope.
Storming.
Yeah, we
the
just
stairs.
climb the rope.
So yeah, Birdie and Adrex and Raazu. Instead of climbing the stairs, these guys are advocating going all the way back around and climb up the rope to get to the same
Nope,
place.
Fine.
not even all the way back around. We just come back. You just go back, and then you go through that door that we just found, and the rope's in the same room.
Adrex is storming up the stairs.
Adrex, make an intelligence saving throw.
Adrex is too stupid to be confused.
7.
Yeah, you just don't want to go up these stairs.
What am I talking about? I don't want to go up the stairs either. Jeez.
All
There's
right,
a rope.
we climb the rope.
Birdie looks very
It's like
confused, and
3 minutes from here.
starts going up the stairs.
Birdie, make an intelligence saving throw.
I like that we all have to do this.
16.
16.
Oh,
And you climb the
19.
stairs. And
Yeah.
Birdie seems
like, "What's
fine,
wrong?"
and he eventually disappears around the curb, heading upstairs. So Birdie's actually the only one on this landing at 11 now. Everybody else is still down at the base of the stairs.
Raazu will attempt to climb the stairs.
Go ahead and make that roll.
Yeah. Okay. This will be
Wendy,
funny.
Adrex, and Red, you would just watch Birdie disappear around the corner. It seems perfectly normal. You have no desire to follow him up.
13.
13. Raazu, you as well. You just watch your friend climb these stairs in the heights unknown.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
heading
we're
back
gonna
to that
just
rope.
go back. I don't want to leave Birdie alone, so I'm gonna go
Yeah,
climb
yeah.
the rope.
Okay.
Birdie closes his eyes and goes through this hall.
Well, right now you get up to the landing.
All right.
And we're going to put you just right here. You know, back in the corner of the room here. You know, furthest away from the door you're trying to go through.
How does a round room have a corner?
It's magic. It's a drow castle. And let's roll some initiative.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Birdie's good at that.
Do I want to roll initiative?
Why can I not roll?
You absolutely want to roll initiative.
Okay.
For 100% sure you want to roll initiative.
Well, I don't want to go up the stairs, so.
Hey, ain't nothing saying I don't want to shoot arrows up the stairs. Screw those stairs.
All right, that's a pretty good initiative on my part. I got a blue one here. I'll just keep this blue one.
Sure.
You got it.
Oh, not fair.
Birdie, you
Pretty
can't
good
be
beat.
surprised, right?
Right.
Okay. The rest of you are surprised, but it doesn't matter because you're also walking away in a completely different direction in a completely different part of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Birdie, taking the last couple steps up to the landing, does this tower also continue up?
I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me double check because you guys have already been up there, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this leads to the clock room up there. Okay. You take the last couple steps up into this room, Birdie, very slowly, very warily, because you thought for a moment you caught a very strange glowing luminescence that then vanished around the corner as you take your last couple steps up into the landing. And when you get up here, you see a massive swarm of rats
Oh, that sucks.
scurrying in the floor, kind of taking up the entire space between this door and the stairs leading up to where the clock room was. It's your action.
I'm gonna go back down the stairs.
Okay. How far is your movement?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Up to 90 though, if he wants.
So you're not
But
going
I
to get down to the bottom landing because there's more than 30 feet of stairs to cover.
Okay, well I'll dash and then I'll do the full 90 feet and to
Okay.
get away. Because like as soon as I realize that I'm by myself, that this is not happening.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do your move.
1,000 points.
And as your action, you can dash, and then you can cunning action dash again.
Okay. So that you get to the bottom landing of the stairs with 60 feet of movement when you dash?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get to the bottom landing is fine.
If I got any movement left over after that, I'm gonna run up behind my party member screaming, "What the hell, guys!"
Oh, you can't get that far. They've already left the room and they're headed towards the...
I still scream at them.
I mean, it's a lot simpler to just go up the rope, I'd say.
Birdie.
I don't see why you want to go up the stairs.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
7.
7?
Yeah.
You're dashing down the stairs. Wow, 7. And you hear voices in your head coming from all directions at once. It sounds like there's thousands and thousands of them, and they're all saying the same kinds of things. Kill them. Kill them all. Shoot them in the back, in the neck, between the shoulder blades. Kill them. Bleed them. And you are affected by Dominate Person.
Oh, that can't happen. Birdie's a kobold. They're not people.
So,
So happens
you are
like
charmed.
Kobold.
and for the duration, your command is to murder your companions. And so that's the
Awesome.
thought when you get down to the bottom landing, as you use up your movement, you start to scream out, "Guys, where are you going? That was a dick move!" You suddenly, these voices begin telling you, and you reach back from your quiver, pull an arrow. And you realize if they're climbing up that rope, I'm going to have the drop on them, and I'm super sneaky. And about this time, you guys are making it to the base of the rope. This gives Birdie time to climb up the stairs, see the illumination, run down the stairs as fast as he can. Who's the last one up the rope?
I think it was Windy.
Windy. So yeah, you're the one who hears the elvish woman from the... Wait, is Windy climbing this rope? Has Windy been climbing the rope the whole time? I thought she was just flying up and down.
I'm blind.
You can still fly.
Not in the balcony.
So
Just
yeah,
like a bug just hitting a windshield.
Wendy's climbing up this rope, and yeah, you hear the elven woman pleading in her weepy elvish.
Nope.
I don't understand you. Later.
Birdie.
Yep.
What's your plan?
Who are they still on the rope when I get there?
No, by the time you get, how fast are you moving?
I mean, I'm moving at top speed with
Okay.
murder in my little heart.
You can do that, but actually you can't do that because if you're going to be sneaking up behind them, you can't use your full movement. Sneaking requires you to move half your speed.
Okay, well, I'll sneak up. Yeah, I guess being sneaky would be better. I'll sneak up behind them until I can get a look at them.
Okay.
I don't want to climb up the rope just yet.
Make a hide check. And they're definitely not being quiet up there. I mean, you hear the clanking around as they're making their way on the other side of this balcony. I mean, you see Raazu's torchlight up top.
You can
16.
hear Adrex still trying to sing some lyrics.
Does 16 beat anybody's passive perception? Keeping in mind you're
Not
minus
mine.
5 because it's darkness.
Adrex,
Yeah, he gets it with the -5 actually.
Okay. So Red does see.
No, he gets it. That's 20.
Okay.
So I only, which is 15.
Then yeah, none of you know Birdie is skulking around down there. Where are you guys headed up here? Back to the bell door?
Yeah.
yeah, I guess we're gonna come here, wait for Birdie to come up through, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go investigate this door while they're working on that.
I'm gonna watch your back.
Raazu, what are you doing?
Birdie theoretically should be coming through that door if he's upstairs.
So,
No, Birdie went back
I'm-
down the stairs and is hiding in this room down here.
yeah, but they don't
Well,
know
yeah,
that.
but
I don't know
Raazu
that.
doesn't know
Okay,
that,
I was
no.
making sure that Raazu just wasn't confused about what Birdie was.
No. I know.
I mean, Raazu is confused.
McDohl knows what McDohl knows what's happening.
Yeah, no.
Raazu does not.
So, as soon as I get the chance, I'm gonna shoot Raazu in the back.
Okay,
That's fair. I would.
go ahead and roll the hit.
The woman I ever loved was a drunk.
I mean, Raazu's standing within 5 feet of one of your allies.
That's what I was gonna
It's
ask.
okay. You already had advantage because you.
Yeah,
I'm-
he has advantage
yeah.
from.
I'm not counting Adrex as
Not
an
being
ally
aware.
for purposes of pack tactics and sneak attack.
Yeah.
But you do
So
have
that would-
advantage on the roll.
Okay. So that is a 19.
A 19.
That hits.
All right.
Oh, look at those
Right.
ones.
He doesn't actually want to take the shot.
That is a total of 10 piercing damage.
Ow.
Raazu, you suddenly get shot from something down below. And, I mean,
Look around.
you whip around, and you know where the shot came from. How much distance is there? Let me think here. You have dark vision, yes?
Yep.
You can see movement down there. You can see the creature that shot at you. But most surprisingly is when you reach around the arrow that's sticking out of your back, it's one of Birdie's.
Birdie, what the fuck are you doing?
I do not reply.
And
So
bring
I.
us
Oh,
to
sorry.
Red. So
Raazu-
Red, make me an investigation check on this door.
Well, I saw Raazu get shot, right?
Yeah, but you had started investigating this door as she was making her way around. So you would have gotten probably
Okay.
10 or 20 seconds with this door checking it over. This is the one with the very heavy chains.
Yep.
Barring it closed.
That's only going to be a 13.
Okay. Other than the chains, there's not much else here that you can see out of place. It's heavy
And
wooden
yeah,
doors
Raazu got
down
shot.
there. And then Raazu gets shot, and she screams out, "Birdie, what the fuck?"
All right, move to here. Dagger out. What do I see down below right now?
Just the empty room.
Slide down the rope. Cunning action dash.
Okay. You get to
And
the bottom.
active perception on the bottom.
Not necessary. As soon as you get down to the
Okay.
bottom, you can see where Birdie is because
You can
Birdie-
murder him, Red.
back
It's
here under the
fine.
balcony.
Birdie, get to cover. There's somebody shooting at us. And
It's one of
behind
Birdie's
the
arrows
fountain.
that hit me.
Let's see. Do they say that? I mean, okay. So I was.
I'm going to draw out the fountain down here. Just
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That kind of puts Fred a little dumbfounded, and at that, he'll and try and grab Birdie.
Try to grab him.
Yep.
All right. Let's make a. This is an opposed check. So you're trying to grab him. So you're going to make an attack roll.
Yep.
And Birdie is going to oppose with either strength athletics or strength acrobatics.
And this is a strength attack.
Yes.
And does it have proficiency or not?
Yes, you have proficiency in your own unarmed attacks.
It's a 20 on strength.
Birdie, how'd you do?
I did not beat a 20.
All right, then yeah, Red, you reach down and grab Birdie, and he was reaching back for another arrow, and you bodily get your arms around him. So Birdie, you are grappled by Red. Red,
got
you have
him.
Any movement left?
No,
Okay, it's gonna bring us
that
to
was pretty
Raazu.
much all my movement to get down there.
Raazu, what's good?
Raazu, let's see, 10, 20, 30. Action to dash, 10, 20, 30. She is angry. She is very angry as she runs. As she's running around back toward the rope.
Like angry, like I'm gonna murder that terrible kobold.
Yes.
Windy, you see Raazu blowing past you here. Well, you don't
Nah, I
see
don't.
her, but
It's palpable.
I'll wave at Raazu and then I'm gonna backflip off this balcony.
Okay.
The fury is palpable.
And land deftly on the ground.
Yeah, because I'm an asshole monk. Yeah.
Right. So are you flying down, or are you just using crazy monk shit to not take damage?
I'm just using crazy monk shit. Yeah.
Okay. So do I still need to roll the damage?
I mean, can you possibly beat it? How much falling do you have here?
That's 40 feet.
Yeah, go for it.
I got 15 points of falling damage.
And I land on my feet, definitely.
Beautiful.
Raising my wings up like, did anyone see that? I can't tell.
And there's definitely... You definitely hear commotion on the other side of the fountain where Birdie is struggling in Red's grasp. Adrex, your friends are fighting.
And they're leaving me out of it. That's ridiculous.
Also, Wendy just backflipped off a balcony.
It was pretty rad.
How dare they fight and not include me?
I want Adrex to be like, yeah, I try that. So you're just running around to the back of the rope?
Yeah.
Birdie, you are grappled but not restrained.
I am going to bite Red.
You can make a weapon attack against him, and in fact, you are compelled to make a weapon attack against him or try to escape.
Okay, well, I'll pull out one of my daggers and try to, and just stab him
Okay.
repeatedly.
This is the same dagger I just gave you.
I don't know about
Yeah,
repeatedly because you're a rogue, but
So that would be a 26.
Yeah.
He doesn't poison people.
So that's a
You can do, like-
6.
6 points? Yeah, so Red, you have Birdie, but I mean, he's a slick and wily little bastard. He whips the dagger that you gave him, and he reaches back and he stabs you with it.
I'm just like cursing and like frothing in the mouth.
Red, you're up.
All right. Birdie, I suggest you put your weapons down, go back into the foyer, and sit down and wait. And he gets to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
You're gonna break this poor kobold's mind.
What ability is this?
Suggestion.
Wisdom. So
This
I
is
did not.
suggestion?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I rolled a 12.
Does 12 beat your spell save DC?
No, it does not.
So yeah, whatever he suggested, it sounds like a very reasonable course of action to you. And I mean, at this point, your mind is just muddled in like 6 different ways.
I'm not sure what to do.
You pursue the course of action that was described to you to the best of your ability. It
Well,
lasts
like,
for up to
okay,
8 hours.
All right. Well,
I
it's
mean,
on
right
my
now, you
phone.
don't have any ability because he's still holding on to you.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, to
I
me,
think
to
I
me,
think I got him. I think I got into his mind.
to me, the best course of action is to go in the other room and stab the people in there. But okay,
Well, no,
You
you're
gotta
not
put down
compelled to
your
stab them
weapons.
at
That
all.
was the beginning of this suggestion.
See,
Was it hard?
Red lets you go, and you feel like it's probably a good idea to put your weapons on the ground and then move back into the foyer and sit down.
I just stumble back and forth.
And after about a minute, by the time you get out through the double doors and you kind of sit down next to Bronzel and the rest of them, this compulsion, this murderous compulsion to kill your comrades, just fades away. You no longer feel it. But you still feel like it's a great idea to be sitting in this room.
Goes away, replaced by your normal kobold murderous compulsions.
What do the rest of you do in the aftermath
Are
of
we?
this situation?
Are we off? Are we
Yeah,
off
we're coming
initiative
off
order?
initiative now. Birdie
Raazu-
managed to kill none of you.
Raazu comes down fast ropes down to the lower floor, looks around angrily for the toward Red. Where'd he go?
I got into his mind. I made him go in the other room and sit down with my weapons.
Raazu starts heading toward the foyer with the whip in her hand.
Okay. This seems like it could go bad places.
And when she comes out, she starts shouting at Birdie, "What the fuck were you doing? What was that?"
Birdie gives like a confused look. He looks
You
down
shot
at his,
me.
He looks down at his hands. He looks at thing, and then he shrugs and says, "I don't know. It seemed like a really good idea."
I mean, you did whip him.
Well, to clarify, It felt like a really good idea to follow Red's suggestion. The order to kill your comrades was a specific command. The voices in your head literally told you to do it.
Okay, well, that's my answer. The voices in my head told me to shoot you in the back.
Raazu just thumps Birdie on the head and says, "Don't listen to the voices in your head. Stop
What?
doing that."
Except for when they're mine.
Raazu facepalms, puts the whip away.
Do you still hear those voices?
Birdie shakes his head no.
Okay, you do not.
I stop concentrating on suggestion.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to go retrieve my weapons.
Oh, I got them.
Okay.
I'll hold on to these. Now you're double grounded.
Alright, so something with that hallway doesn't seem right. Or that stairway.
Yeah, so let's not go that way.
Well, I'll tell him about the blue rats.
You remember seeing the illuminated rat swarm up there?
There was blue rats, and then I said, noticed you guys weren't there, so I ran back downstairs, and then I got a new brand of murder in my heart.
Well,
Alright, did any of us do anything weird then?
I mean, besides the backflip off of the balcony.
No, that was awesome.
Birdie, make a wisdom check.
That would be a 7.
Okay. Yeah, her backflip was really awesome.
can I, since whatever did this used the same spell that Raazu knows for stuff, can I attempt an Arcana check to put 2 and 2 together?
No, you know the spell. You know exactly what happened.
Okay, all right.
It's immediately apparent when you put it like that.
So,
So how do you break that spell, Raazu, for future reference?
smack him.
Oh,
Smack him
simple enough.
really hard.
Really?
Okay.
Harder is better?
No, wait a second. I don't believe you.
Hang on, let me bring up the.
Oh, actually, it's true. Every time it takes damage, it gets a new wisdom saving.
No, I know. I'm just saying that Wendy is. I know that's actually true. I'm just saying Raazu's like, oh yeah, we can totally fix this by hitting Birdie.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Birdie shrinks away. Birdie is upset at Adrex for saying that. He's like, I thought you were my friend.
Birdie, he's not going to hit you unless you go out of control and become a mind thrall trying to end all of our lives again.
It's
Well-
Birdie. Like, we're going to hit him.
Well, I've got a good idea.
We're not going to hit him.
Listen,
Going
I
up
think
the stairs is a stupid idea. So let's go back upstairs through the rope, open up
And-
that door, and then shoot some rats.
And I'll kind of flip the dagger into my hand so it's hilt first and hand it to Birdie, and give him his bow as well.
sorry for
And if any of
stabbing
us
you.
seem murderous or more murderous than usual, somebody hit him.
That's it's a pretty good dagger, isn't it? You got a lot. Well, another inch to the left, and I'd have been in real trouble there.
I'm sorry for stabbing you.
No, it was a good stab.
What about the apology
I've
for
seen much
shooting me?
worse.
I'm not as upset about that.
You did whip him.
Birdie
Because-
shakes his head.
Because Raazu points at Adrex. He said we needed to keep up appearances.
I don't care who started it. I'm ending it.
Both of you go to the corner.
All right, let's just get on with it.
Yeah.
Only ever loved a drow. Adrex goes back to coming up with lyrics.
Okay, so going back up the rope.
Yep.
And Bronsel is Bronsel and the escaped slaves are just looking at each. What?
Bronzel's the only one who. Bronzel's
By the
the
way,
only one who understands that exchange, though.
Bronzel, by the way, if anyone starts acting weird and stabby, just like hit him or something.
Bronzel's traveled with you long enough now that he's starting to
Regretting his
become
life.
accustomed to your group's eccentricities. Who's the last one up the rope?
Adrex,
Raazu.
Adrex, guess what you hear?
please tell me what I hear.
You hear the weepy elven voice begging you to help her. As you climb the
Like-
rope back to the second level.
Oh, man, I keep forgetting about that. Sorry. Don't worry. At some point, we will actually help you. I promise.
You guys arrive back at the second level.
Roll
Okay,
that.
so the is there a way that like are there locks on these chains, or what would I want to do if I wanted to open this door?
Probably break the chains.
There's no obvious. Are they like? There's no padlock or anything on them. They just are welded into each other,
Correct.
like from one end to the other.
You find a weak link in the chain and attempt to break it.
How are they attached to the wall?
That's probably where the weak link is, because they're going to be attached
Okay.
to hooks in the walls.
Break
Yep.
the wall.
Birdie digs out his crowbar,
What do you do with the crowbar?
stick it in the link next to the chain,
Okay.
and then I hang there.
And then stick Adrex on the other end.
Then you hang
Because
there.
I only weigh like 25 pounds,
Yeah,
and I don't
you
have-
hang there, and it's fun, but it's not really enough force to pop any of these chains.
If it makes you feel better, Birdie, Windy only weighs 80 pounds.
Let Adrex put some weight on it, Birdie.
On it. What am I doing?
Breaking this chain.
All right. We're using a crowbar, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Snap.
Birdie's basically as short as you can be and still be medium size.
Is it straight?
I'm small.
Windy, I meant to say.
strength or
Yeah.
athletics?
I think
No, you're
Birdie's
doing
about
it.
as short as you can be and still be
Oh.
small.
Shit. Nipples. Am I
Well,
adding
the problem
athletics
is that-
or is it just straight
Just
strength?
straight strength, but roll at advantage because you're using the right tool.
Well, that's an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
Not going to do it.
The problem is Birdie's in the way.
Here,
I'm still hanging off the crowbar,
Here, let me try.
just swinging. Wee!
No, let me
You
do
know what?
it.
I just want to try. Listen, I can be strong.
Raazu can see what she's doing, though.
Yeah, but it's pulling. And I fuck it up too.
You grab just a link of chain and start pulling on it.
Yeah, I grab Birdie,
She's pulling on the wrong
and I'm
door.
just pulling Birdie.
All right.
These chains are-
Raazu is going to step forward, roll her eyes, step forward. Okay, there we go. That's
Raazu snaps the chain off with no difficulty. Then she just looks at Adrix and Windy. Like,
Birdie raised his hand and says, "I loosened it for you."
You shut up.
yeah.
but yeah, the chain clatters to the ground in front of the door. And it starts to kind of
Then, okay.
sway open because there's no other mechanism keeping it shut.
Okay.
And a little bell goes off.
Did this one have a bell on it?
No, this one didn't have a bell.
It didn't because you had heavy chains.
Windy makes a little bell noise.
Okay.
Push it open.
Push it open.
Push it.
There's something terrible on the other side.
Push it.
Capitalism.
The worst.
The worst thing ever.
Oh no, we freed capital. What have we done?
Delved too deep,
But
greedily
at
and
the
too
very
deep.
bottom of this bank is hope.
Sorry, I just need to bust open another book real quick. You guys keep
Like,
talking about capitalism.
if-
It's fine.
If it was capitalism, wouldn't at the very bottom be like socialism?
No.
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 You
All
just
right.
got the middle finger from the invisible hand of the free market.
Roll initiative, ye nerds.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
You just
What
tore
did
a
you-
chain off of a
Yeah, what did
door.
you expect to happen when you broke a chain off a door?
Birthday
God.
party.
Damn it! I can't roll initiative today.
Why would you want to go first? That's just like every time I go first, it's like, all right, you roll initiative, you're going first. There's no visible enemies.
well considering
Well, what?
Well, you're blind.
considering the Drow's hat is slavery, it might as well be.
Okay. Looking into this room, there's no light in here, but you have your torch out. So illuminating the room, you can see the other side of the stained glass windows that you saw from the outside of the structure. So this whole southern wall here are these large ornate windows. They look like much larger versions of the ones set in the outside of the chapel doors. laying on the floor in here is a creature, and I mean laying as in splayed on the ground with a grievous wound. There's blood open on the ground. Looks very much like Birdie, except 3 to 4 times larger.
That sucks.
So, it has black scales and colorations. It also has large wings. One of them is folded on its back, the way Windy does. The other is badly broken and damaged, and the thing is not moving in the center of the room. Clutched in, I'm going to say a weapon, and I'm pretty sure Destil's going to know immediately what it is, but probably nobody else. But clutched in one of its hands is a large black metal Kopesh.
Oh, I know what that is.
I know what that is.
It's very good in DDO.
It's like it's a weapon from ancient Egyptian antiquity, but literally the only place I've ever seen it mentioned is in D&D material.
It's got really good dice.
So yeah, dead thing laying on the floor, clutching this weapon with his broken wing. Looks like Birdie cast enlarge on himself a couple of times.
That's a good idea. I have that potion.
And Red,
No,
you're
you
up
don't.
first.
You definitely do not have a potion.
I mean, is it metagaming to say I ready an action to shoot it if it gets up?
No, not
So
at
I know
all.
that we're on initiative? Okay. I ready an action to shoot it if it gets up.
There's a horrible dragon monster laying in the middle of this room.
Right, but you said it was dead.
That doesn't mean anything.
You
Right,
fought
exactly.
you fought 400 zombies downstairs.
It wouldn't be metagaming if you said I set it on fire.
Okay, so yeah, I'll ready an action. I'll actually shoot it if someone is adjacent to it. I'll
Alright.
move back to about there.
So the trigger is somebody steps next to it, not it's hostile towards us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Birdie, you're up.
Okay, I'm certainly not going to sit next to it, but I'm going to reach into my pack and pull out a thing of oil
Okay.
and toss it at the creature.
Toss it at the creature.
Yeah.
Make a ranged weapon attack.
Well, it's a
You
1.
toss it directly behind you
1.
into the fountain.
Yeah.
You fling the bottle at this creature, and at the last second, it whips up to its feet. Your bottle goes crashing against the far wall, against the windows, and the oil is starting to leak down. The thing is now standing there menacingly with its weapon in its hand, staring at Birdie. Looks like it's going to
Birdie,
make a
wait.
pie.
Birdie waves at it and then just very quickly scuttles this way.
Okay.
The tank has 17 hit points right now, just so you know.
She's about to have a lot less.
You shouldn't be the tank then.
Tank should have
Okay.
said something.
I think that's going to trigger what's his name's held action, because this thing is
Yep.
now standing next to Raazu.
Birdie's arrow.
If it was coming to hug you, Raazu, or monster, I'm sorry.
Did you take?
That'll hit an armor class of 19.
19 will hit.
Listen to you. It's calling things monsters.
For 17 damage.
Okay. Gotta get out calc.exe.
Better on
Thanks.
humans too much.
You said
And whatever
17?
the heck that bard is.
Okay. You put an arrow in it, and it winces in pain, but it does not slow its advance on Raazu at all. Raazu, I have
Mm-hmm.
a 23,
Yep.
a 22,
Yep.
and an 11.
No.
All right. Oh, those are low damage rolls. Can I re-roll those?
No.
4 points from the first hit.
Okay.
This is magical damage, in case that matters for anything. 5 points from the second hit. This is slashing damage. So this thing comes forward with this wicked-looking blade, and it hacks at you with just this mindless, murderous rage. And after 2 of these extremely powerful strokes, it tries to lunge in and snap at you with its powerful jaws, but you manage to get your shield up in its face.
I don't have a shield. I parry it with my
You manage to get your halberd up in its face.
yeah. Yeah, there we go.
It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take an action and use a potion of healing.
Okay.
That's what I got right now. That's what I got right now. Here we go.
So this thing just walked up and started hacking at you with this big, horrible sword, and you're like, hold on a sec. I'm thirsty.
I only got 5 hit points back.
Bad use of action.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Moving or staying put?
Staying put.
All right. Windy.
All right. I hope he doesn't move. I'm gonna take out my longsword.
Okay. You mean the orc's longsword?
No, I would have said that if that's what I meant, Brick Road.
Birdie, if I die, it's your fault, just so you know.
That's a 13.
13 will not hit.
And a less than 13.
Also
And
will not
I'm
hit.
going to key point to disengage.
All right. Get away
I'm
from
gonna
me.
hide behind Birdie.
That's the first time anybody's ever said that. Birdie, how do you
It's,
feel?
it's mostly by
somebody's
accident.
hiding behind you.
It makes me a little uncomfortable. Like the natural order has been disturbed.
Adrex, I almost didn't see you down there.
Yeah. Woo.
I think he's been at like less than 5 the entire
That's
dungeon.
right where the fighter wants to be, though. So listen, acting last is just acting first. Next round.
Yeah.
Let's hurl an axe at it.
So, okay. So you're not advancing on it. You're just throwing an axe from behind
I'm
Raazu?
thinking- Yeah, no, you know what? Actually, I'm still gonna hit it.